What's good, people? How's it going? Welcome back to the channel. If you guys are new here, please do subscribe down below, smash the like, hit the bell. Those things help out a lot. YouTube's not notifying people when we go live or when we upload our videos, so make sure that you hit the bell so that you get notified. Don't miss out. Anyway guys, today we've got a dope episode for you. It's all about the dreaded foxtails. We're gonna go through how to spot and handle the foxtails. Foxtailing itself bears no harmful effects, but it may indicate that your bud is going through a beating and can lose a good amount of potency in the process. If some strange growth is going on with your plant, then this video is for you. Foxtailing can prove super frustrating and annoying. After raising your plants from seedlings into large mature specimens, that's what they are, freaking specimens, watching them suffer really does suck. Luckily, foxtailing rarely causes plant fatalities. It really just serves as a sign that your flowering plants are undergoing high levels of stress. If you catch it early enough and pinpoint the cause, chances are you'll be able to fix it. So in today's episode, we're going to go through all that with you guys. But before we get into that, guys, if you're looking for grow equipment, don't forget Mars Hydro's got you covered. Use the discount code ICANTHC and save a few bucks. And also check out our website for some awesome merch. We got a bunch of merch on there. We actually put up a few new collections, and we're still sending out free testers to everyone that cops some merch from our website. Thank you, fam. Now without further ado, let's get into today's episode. Yes guys, now foxtailing is a painful experience, pretty much like a condition where the flowers take on a strange and irregular shape. As the name suggests, this frilly and elongated appearance looks remarkably like the tail of a fox. Under normal circumstances, flowers appear dense, round, and tight. Some grow tall and narrow depending on their genetics, but it's still a compacted and thick feel. In contrast, foxtailing flowers look extremely slender and tall. They feature sets of gangly sugar leaves that give them a bushy look, much like fur upon a fox's tail. Literally, fur on a fox's tail. Now watching your flowering buds start to put out foxtailing flowers often brings a lot of disappointment, and I know because it's happened to me already. After all, these buds are less dense and therefore they'll likely offer less of a yield. So what can I do to prevent foxtailing flowers, and how can I reverse it? Well, to prevent your buds from foxtailing, you'll need to know exactly what triggers this strange process. The main factor responsible for foxtailing involves stress, both above and below the soil level. Strange things happen when plants have to deal with too much stress. They can even start expressing the wrong genitals. Like, imagine if you were too stressed out and you expressed the wrong genitals. Now, although stress causes plants to incidentally foxtail, some strains are grown intentionally to produce these structures. Some cultivars enjoy this trait and purposely crop beans to increase these experiences. With that said, let's run through the main factors which cause foxtailing. Number 1, light stress. Without light, plants wouldn't even grow. They depend on light more than just about anything else. It enables them to create the energy they need to survive, but light can act as a double-edged sword. If your lights are too intense or too close to your buds or produce too much heat, they can cause foxtailing to arise. Your plants will start to develop foxtailing symptoms with these sources of stress. You'll probably notice your upper leaves and buds start to bleach white from the lights. Yellowing leaves can also serve as an indication of light stress. Unlike yellow leaves caused by nitrogen deficiency, these leaves will remain relatively strong and rarely wilt in the same way. Number 2, excessive heat. Excessive heat can also do a number on your plants. Plants prefer consistently warm temperatures throughout the growing cycle. If temperatures rise too high or dip too low, growth may become stunted and your yields will suffer. Plants prefer a slightly different temperature range throughout the different stages of the growing cycle. During the seedling stage, they like 20 to 25 degrees Celsius, during veg 22 to 28, and during flowering 20 to 26 degrees Celsius. If the temperature of your growing room, greenhouse, or garden exceeds these temperatures for an extended period of time, you might just see foxtailing start to appear. Lights aren't the only heat source in a growing room. Heat waves can cause large spikes indoors and increase the temperature of the air, which can also have a detrimental effect and stress on your plants. Greenhouses are also designed to trap heat. Now number 3, root zone health. We can only observe the health of our plants above the soil. However, if too much goes on just beneath the surface, factors such as pH and microbial warfare can take a toll on the root system. If either of those factors starts to get out of hand, plants will start to feel the stress rising. If things reach a certain point, you may see foxtailing flowers. Even if you've got everything above soil under control, you may see those foxtailing flowers. Next up, pH. When it comes to pH, plants love slightly acidic growing mediums. Ideally, keep your soil at the pH of about 6 to 7. The root zones are able to uptake nutrients most successfully within this range. Slight fluctuations are acceptable, but if levels sway too much in the wrong direction for too long, the roots will fail to uptake nutrients and a lockout will occur. This can cause plants stress and possibly begin to foxtail. Now, one that a lot of people don't think about is bad microbes. To our naked eyes, the soil looks like an inert brown substance, but when we take a peek under the soil, like with a microscope and shit, you'll quickly realize that millions of microbes call that growing medium home. Some of these life forms, including species of bacteria and fungi, form a symbiotic relationship with the plant's roots and help them to uptake nutrients. We spoke about that a lot, so check out our previous videos. But others are hostile, and those motherfuckers can wreak havoc. Some creatures like parasitic nematodes love to chew through roots and devour their contents. Their unrestrained grazing can cause leaves to become yellow and rot. This level of stress may also cause flowers to foxtail. Now, as I mentioned earlier, another one is genetics. Breeders have created thousands of different cultivars. Through the process of selective breeding, they've created plants with hundreds of different tastes, shape, sizes, smells, and effects. Some breeders have intentionally created strains that are prone to foxtailing. Why? Because they're meeting demand that exists. Some growers love this trait and like to grow flowers that look peculiar and cool and something different. If you accidentally pick up on a strain designed to foxtail, you can't really do much about the inevitable expression of this trait. Best thing to do, harvest the flowers, blaze them up, and select a different strain next time. That's all. Now, is foxtailing bad? Well, yes and no. I know. Sitting on the fence doesn't really satisfy anyone, but it really depends on the perspective of the grower. If you intend to grow foxtailing flowers for aesthetic appeal, then it's a good thing. But if you're aiming to grow round, dense, regular buds, then it's a bad thing. But don't worry though, they'll still contain plenty of cannabinoids and terpenes. Although they might possess less weight than regular flowers, you can still make the most of your situation. And then you can apply the lessons to going forward to achieve a regular harvest in the future. Now, how can you fix that foxtailing that you've got going on in your garden? Well, you might be able to fix it. It really depends on how far along in the flowering stage you are. If you're early on in the process with many smaller flowers yet to bloom, then you can reduce stress levels and increase the odds of them performing properly. And here's how. Adjust the lighting regularly. Keep your lights moving. After stringing up the lights in the growing space, don't just leave them hanging. You need to elevate your lights as your canopy continues to grow. Try to maintain a space of around 25 centimeters between your light source and the top of your plants. This distance can vary depending on the heat your light gives off and the model of light you have. If you begin to notice any signs of bleaching, move your light higher up and higher up and higher up until the symptoms cease.
This video is brought to you by Mars Hydro, where they have a variety of grow lights and grow tents for growers of all experience levels. Whether you're a small home grower or setting up a slightly bigger commercial operation, they have the tents and lights for you. They have tents for every space and need, including the new 2-in-1 tents. And they also have a wide variety of lights to choose from, including full spectrum LED and the new detachable FCE series. Links to all of the products that we use on this channel, including the Mars Hydro grow lights, are in the description below. Be sure to use the links below to support the iCanTHC channel. You can also save a few bucks on the Mars Hydro website by using the code iCanTHC at checkout for store-wide savings. Don't forget to use the code and save yourself a few bucks. Now, back to the video.
You can also increase airflow. Grow tents in greenhouses can become extremely hot, especially during sharp rises in temperature during the summer. You'll need to deal with these changes. You can place a hygrometer in the growing space so that you can monitor the temps in there. When the heat rises too much, slap on a few fans and try to dissipate that hot air. If you're growing outdoors, you can protect your plants from extreme heat using a shade cloth. Those work great as well. You'll also want to monitor your pH. You should routinely monitor the pH of your soil to prevent nutrient lockout. Nutrient lockout can occur if you don't do that. Use a pH tester and take a measurement once a week to make sure things are on track. You can use pH up and down or other products to remain in that sweet spot of 6 to 7. And last up, monitor that microbial balance. If you spot the symptoms of a nematode invasion, you can recruit good microbes to help fight these pests off. I always recommend adding mycorrhiza and rhizobacteria to your potting mixes at the start of your growing site. Fish shit is a great option, and so is mycorrhiza. Now, if your flowers start to foxtail, you can still use them. If you fail to reverse the process or you catch it too late, you can still enjoy their flavorful effects. So don't worry about it too much. Now, if you ever run into foxtailing issues, drop a comment down below and let me know how you deal with it. Let me know what you did and let me know how it turned out. Did it affect your weight? And did it affect your final product? If it did, let me know how. I'm really interested to find out what you guys gotta say. So drop a comment down below. I'll be down there chilling out with you guys. And don't forget to smash the like button on your way out. Before that though, check this video out right here and this video out right here. And we'll see you on the next one. Peace, fam.